Hey there, and welcome. Today we are diving into something that's at the very heart of a happy childhood: friendship. Now, it can sometimes feel like a bit of a mystery, right? Almost like magic. But what if I told you there's a map, a way to actually build strong, lasting connections? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're laying out the friendship blueprint.
So let's start with this one big idea: building friendships. It's not really about luck or just hoping for the best. It's actually a skill, and it's a lot like building a house. I mean, you wouldn't just toss a pile of bricks and wood together and expect a home to appear. Nope. You need a plan, you need the right tools, and you absolutely need a solid foundation.
And that's exactly what we're here for. We're going to walk through that blueprint for friendship, a clear, step-by-step guide to help kids, and of course the adults who care about them, build those healthy, supportive relationships that can really last a lifetime.
Okay, so here's our plan for today. First, we'll get a quick overview of the blueprint itself. Then, we'll build it out, pillar by pillar. First, understanding our feelings. Then, mastering social rules. And finally, how to get through those inevitable bumpy roads. After that, I'm going to share an amazing tool for teaching all this, and we'll wrap up with 5 simple steps you can start using today.
So what's this blueprint actually made of? Well, it's all grounded in something called social and emotional learning. You can think of it as the gradual process of learning how to understand and manage our emotions, how to feel and show empathy for other people, and how to build positive relationships. It really is the foundation of our entire social world.
All right, let's get to our first pillar, the emotional core. This is all about the inside work. Before we can truly connect with someone else, we have to have a sense of what's going on inside of us and be able to imagine what might be going on inside of them. The key ingredients here are self-awareness, kindness, and empathy.
You could almost call empathy the superpower of friendship. It's that ability to really get what someone else is feeling. And what's so cool is that it's not just something you have or you don't, it actually develops over time. It starts super early, like when a baby hears another baby cry and starts crying too, and then it grows into a toddler seeing someone who looks sad and offering them a teddy bear. It's a skill we can all get better at. Okay, let's make this super practical. Picture this: your friend is walking through the cafeteria and bam, their lunch tray hits the floor. It's a total mess. So what's the kind thing to do in that moment? Do you laugh or just walk away? Or do you go over and help them clean up, maybe even offer them half of your sandwich? Those little choices are empathy in action. And right here is the next crucial step. Before you even act, you can just pause and ask yourself, how does my friend feel right now? Probably embarrassed, right? Maybe a little sad or even mad. Taking that 1 second to try and see the world through their eyes, that's perspective taking. That's how we build the trust that every good friendship needs.
Okay, on to our second pillar, the rules of play. Once we have that emotional core in place, we need the outside skills to interact with people. This is all about respect, cooperation, and learning that social dance of give and take that comes with being a good friend.
I love this because it shows how our social skills actually grow. When kids are really little, they do what's called parallel play. They might be playing right next to each other, but they're still in their own little worlds. But as they get older, they start to move into cooperative play, where they're working together on the same goal. And that's where the magic really happens. I mean, building a block tower together isn't just about blocks. It's practice for negotiating, sharing, and solving problems as a team.
This is such a great way to think about it. A beautiful painting isn't just one color, right? Its beauty comes from how all the different colors and shapes work together. And friendships are just like that. We don't all have to like the exact same video game or sport to be good friends. We can actually celebrate that one friend loves to kick a soccer ball and another loves to draw comics.
So really, the best kind of group play boils down to a few simple but super powerful rules. Listening when someone's talking, learning how to share and take turns, and making sure to include others who want to join in. These aren't just about being polite. They're about actively showing respect. And that last one, standing up for a friend, that's how you build a real community of kindness where everybody feels like they belong. And that leads us perfectly to our third and final pillar, navigating bumpy roads. Because let's be real, no friendship is smooth sailing all the time. Disagreements are going to happen, feelings will get hurt. This pillar is all about resilience. It's about the skills we need to build trust in the first place and, just as important, how to repair it when things go wrong.
Trust is really the bedrock of any solid relationship. It's built up slowly, piece by piece, with every honest word and every promise you keep. Being a dependable friend just means that other people know they can count on you. And that feeling of safety and security is what lets a friendship grow deep roots.
This is so important to remember. Conflict is not a sign that a friendship is broken. It's a totally normal part of being human. So the goal isn't to avoid disagreements forever. The goal is to learn how to handle them in a healthy way. And that means teaching kids to use their words to express how they feel instead of just reacting with anger or frustration.
So how do we actually do that? Well, this simple 3-step method is incredibly powerful. First, just stop. Take a breath instead of lashing out. Second, think. What is the real problem here? And third, talk. But here's the key. Don't blame. Use I messages, which focus on your own feelings. Saying, "I feel sad when you don't share," is worlds away from saying, "You're so mean." It opens the door to understanding, not just more fighting. Okay, so we've built our 3 pillars: the emotional core, the rules of play, and navigating conflict. But how in the world do we actually teach all this stuff? Well, I am so excited to share what I think is the single most powerful and fun tool for the job: stories. And hey, this isn't just a nice thought, it's actually backed by science. As this quote from Empathy Lab says, "Empathy is a skill we can learn, and books are like a workout for our empathy muscles." When a kid gets lost in a story, they're not just reading words, they're stepping into a character's shoes, seeing the world from a totally new point of view, and building empathy with every single page they turn.
Let's look at a couple of quick examples. In this book, Gordon is known for being the meanest goose around, but then another animal gives him a flower. Just a simple, totally unexpected act of kindness, and it flips his whole world upside down. Stories like this show the amazing power of kindness in a way that just telling someone to be kind never could.
Or take this one. Sydney and Carrie are best buds planning a party, but they cannot agree on anything. The whole story is about how they navigate those differences to find a compromise that makes them both happy. It's a perfect lesson in cooperation, straight out of Pillar 2 of our blueprint.
And this book is a brilliant example of how stories can handle big ideas like identity and respect. A young girl explains how it feels when people don't say her name correctly, and she gently teaches them how to get it right. It's such a powerful way to talk about why respecting someone's name is a huge part of respecting them as a person.
Wow, okay, we have covered a lot of ground, from the big ideas of social-emotional learning all the way to the power of a good story. So now, let's bring it all home. How can we put this blueprint into action right now? Here are 5 super simple, concrete steps to get you started.
I mean, how great are these? They're so direct. A smile is like a universal welcome sign. Listening shows people you care about what they have to say. Being yourself makes sure your friendships are real. Taking that brave step to ask someone to play can change everything. And a simple hello or good morning, that can be the little seed that a great friendship grows from. These are all small actions that can have a huge impact.
And so we'll end on this one question that really brings everything together. We've seen that friendships are built, not just found, and that stories are one of the very best tools in our construction kit. So I want you to think about the kids in your life. What skill do they need a little help with? What point of view might they need to see? And what story will you share to help them build it?